Welcome back to the Outer Worlds 2. We just got a first-hand look at a middle refreshment facility where we came face to face with the Sovereign himself. The deposed ruler seems to have had his mind fried by a terrifying device known as the Lathe of Particularity. Not surprisingly, Tristan vows revenge. Meanwhile, we've still got a trio of lightning towers to repair before heading off this cursed rock.
I've eyes on a miscreant.
Mediating! Lethally!
Don't worry, I seldom shoot scientists.
How is this even possible? This has to be representative of some type of instrument miscalibration.
I wish that were the case, but I've ascertained that the calibration is within acceptable margin of error and have replaced.
Praetor ecological study. Our first round of testing has revealed a level of pollution that is beyond even our most extreme estimations. The only conceivable explanation is the forces of anti-choice have removed all of the filtration systems from the chemical factory and are piping sewage and runoff directly into the ocean. The damage is catastrophic and is rapidly becoming irreversible. Some of those filtration systems cost only a handful of bits a day to run. Could even anti-choice be so desperate for profit that they'd cut that cost? A waste of a question. The answer is evident from our findings.
And have replaced the reader thrice already. If these readings are accurate, we haven't observed more deceased wild.
Might as well collect my reward.
You're about to enter territory controlled by Auntie's choice. Act accordingly, or you'll end up as close friends with the inside of a Raptidon.
You there. You came from outside the camp, didn't you? Do you have a minute to take a job? For science, of course. Interested in work? Or was the allure of helping to advance science and being paid for it too much to resist? I'll get right to it then. I need someone to bring me a Gorvid egg.
Party done?
Incredible! And to think I sent all those assistants to die for nothing. I should have just sent a heavily armed stranger first. Here's your reward. You've certainly earned it. Now, back to my lab. I'm going to get so many papers published. Every biological researcher will know my name. There's going to be statues of me.
Good for you. Not so good for all the poor folks you sent. Raptidon regulations on Praetor. Head Gorvid researcher Tedford. Subject, last warning. Enough is enough. Despite my request to the contrary, last cycle I once again came across a squad of your maladapted maladroits throwing rocks at my test subjects. I'm well aware that you considered me to be an overglorified zookeeper, and my Raptidon subjects to be burdensome and odorous, but let me remind you, the reason your combat units enjoy reasonable service hours is because my pets handle 40% of the security duty for the outpost. Not to mention, the musks these test subjects emit causes most of the roving Raptidons to treat us as a friendly nest and defend it from everything that smells like not us. My work is vital. Do not make me go over your head regarding this point. Forced black. My goodness. So that does even more damage than the rocket pistol, and the ammo is much more plentiful. Lops volatile tumors that stick to surfaces and cause corrosive explosions. Attached tumors may be picked up as ammo or eaten on the spot for immediate health. Warning, eating volatile tumors grants significant toxicity. Healing effect increases with medical skill. Yeah, I don't think I'll be eating the ammo. It is intriguing, though.
You know, I reckon half the corpses in here end up as Raptidon chow.
Yes, and?
I spent some time as a Raptidon training assistant. If I get my final severance pay in this war, will one of the Raptidons I trained eat me?
Boyd, stop! I don't want to listen to you jaw about this.
Well, maybe it'll be Ripper, or Little Chompy.
Stop!
I miss Little Chompy. I hope he's getting enough to eat.
Okay. Looks like I can travel in either direction here. Okay, so there's one way up on that mountaintop. That's going to be fun to get to. Not a very exciting destination for a non-thief.
Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour
What's
days!
going on here? Are those workers laying siege to their own place of work?
We don't want
Signs
to
hardly
make
seem
demands,
capable of cracking
but
through
no
skull.
more peeing in bottles and cans!
Seems like a reasonable request.
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting
If
going.
you won't let us
I can see
sleep
the
or
overseer
eat,
up in her
you
office.
can't
The
charge
work's
us for
definitely making her
stimulants.
miserable. Welcome, fellow disgruntled worker. Can't say I recognize you. You come from a different plant to support our cause?
Yeah, what's going on here?
We're causing trouble.
So I see.
We just found out that we're basically slave labor. And now we're learning to stand up for ourselves.
How'd you learn that?
Dunbar, one of our level 3 packers, explained it to us. He's got a new coiffeured friend who's helped us understand the workers' plight of, our politeness or something.
Interesting. All my choices are to leave.
No. We need someone who's been given some authority by Auntie to come make sense of this mess. Until then, I think we're stuck just pelting Greg's office window with our refuse.
Okay, then. So, this is a place to return to when we've gone and met with Auntie.
No rest and no downtime! We shouldn't pay for Adrena time!
You really don't want to carry Adrena time? Believe me.
No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors!
Now that I can certainly buy. So... Nope. That's not gonna work. Hi.
Yes?
Your allotted time to impress me is already expired.
Ooh.
Keep walking.
Yes? The whole reason we set up here is to avoid customers. Is there something you need?
What is all this?
See that repackaging facility down there? We're supposed to be working it, slaving away for a few meager bits that we then gotta use to pay for our own necessities. They work us like cysty pigs, charge us for the stems we need to yoke those hours, and don't let us relieve ourselves but in empty fizzy tea bottles we keep beneath our stations. So, we're making trouble until that changes. Until we get some respect. Until the privy is left open all day.
Anything I can do to help?
Imagine what. Ain't like you could fix all of Auntie's Choices hierarchy by your own self. I don't think you could even change this one dumpish overseer ruining our lives. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Yep. It definitely looks like we're going to have to know some people before we can do these guys any good.
You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
Hello, and goodbye.
Twinned air machine gun. Not bad, but... What, do I have situational morality now? If it's a good enough prize, I'll steal it. Oh, this seems to have been a complete waste of time, at least for now.
No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors! We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans! Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days!
Okay. I didn't see a vending machine. Anyone else see a vending machine? I saw people who didn't want to do business with us. Okay, the path should be veering off here, I think. Well,
I'd prefer to fight a trained Raptidon than a feral one. Well, neither, if I had a say in the matter.
okay, so there's a path this way. That should take an
Do
extreme.
you still consume Protectorate foodstuffs? Or do you subsist entirely on empty prayers and human blood?
Mostly human blood. But from time to time, I still like to indulge in security frozen dinners.
Sincerely? Ugh. Every individual good of the sovereigns is perfect, but I find that the least perfect.
Why, Arbiter Rao, are you denigrating a Protectorate product? You should report yourself for mental refreshment immediately.
If I didn't know better, I'd swear these two are becoming friends.
Don't cause trouble. I don't need the extra paperwork.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna give me grief, aren't you? Doesn't look like you're gonna shoot at me, which is good. You're not letting me through that door. I just know it.
There's a new face. Any chance you've brung news from the commander? Can't restart the dig without his permission, and clock's ticking on my getting that early completion bonus.
Yeah, there were some Protectorate forces digging the other side. They've been dealt with.
That's what it was? We stopped digging because we'd been picking up strange readings and vibrations from the far side. Should have known it was Protectorate. Wait, that means they already dug half the tunnel for me. That bonus is still in reach. That don't change me needing to get the commander's go-ahead to restart the digging.
Yeah.
Let's say you run yourself back to the base and get me the okay. Just down the road. Can't miss it.
And I would want to do this. Why? Hello, dude. Sure, it's what I live for. Don't know if that's an official quest or not. But I think we know where we need to go.
You're about to enter territory controlled by Auntie's choice. Act accordingly, or you'll end up as close friends with the inside of a Raptidon.
What have we here? You're definitely not a member of my battalion. You best be here on business. My time is valuable.
Well, aren't you just a ray of solar radiation? Not happy with your deployment?
Why would I be? Are your lamps broken? Praetor is a dirtball racked by lightning storms. I understand the strategic value of Praetor, but this assignment is beneath me.
So why haven't you dealt with the barricade yet?
If I could have solved it that easily, it would have been solved by now. If you think it's so trivial, deal with it yourself.
Let's talk about it.
Make it quick. We were working on getting around it by tunneling through a mountain. Unfortunately, work is ground to a halt, extending my deployment on this void-forsaken dirtball.
Why did you stop digging?
Our equipment detected some kind of anomaly, mostly vibrations. Until we know what it is, I ordered to stop. Causing a cave-in gains us nothing.
Fair. Something else bothering you?
Of course not. No, I'm not gonna dig into this right now.
Fair enough. Yeah, a tunnel does seem like a lot of work.
Agreed. But they have no defenses on that side. Why would you defend the side of an unclimbable mountain range?
Nope.
We could catch them off guard and put an early end to this campaign.
You have a point. Was there any reason I was supposed to be at this camp? So I believe that the cave they're referring to is in this direction.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
I thought we were just here. So there are people on the other side. I guess we'd get to them by traveling west. Dead Raptidon Mauler. This Raptidon and its unfortunate trooper seem to have done each other in. It also appears that the arm lodged in the throat still has a death grip on something. You'll have to remove the arm to figure out what it is. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the traits that would help me do that. So, keep moving. You're exactly in the wrong place. So it seems we need to pass all the way through the camp.
You know, I reckon half the corpses in here end up as rapid.
Wanted, the Mad Queen. The crimes of damage to company property, repeated destruction of company personnel. As part of a new initiative, several of Auntie's Choice biologists attempted to train an especially large and violent Raptidon. All were summarily killed by the Raptidon, now labeled the Mad Queen, which subsequently escaped into the wilds of Praetor. Our scouts recently spotted her near the chemical factory, where it is believed she has begun to nest. Allowed to breed, we fear her brood shall become a danger to all continued operations in the region. A bit reward will be paid out to any individual who can eliminate the wayward Raptidon. Oh, well, that'll be fun. I believe we were headed this way, more or less.
So, since I was unable to convince you to join the Protector, perhaps I could join your cult. I am simply so miserable in my role. I desire chaos!
You need to first prove you are worthy by, eating the innards from a still-breathing two-headed canid.
A two-headed canid? Where would I even find one?
Well, first you need to smear yourself in... Look, I'm not going to keep doing this if you're just going to believe whatever silliness I spout.
I did not expect that those two would be enjoyable to travel with. Still not too thrilled about having two melee followers, though.
There's a new face. Any chance you've brung news from the commander? Can't restart the dig without his permission, and clock's ticking on my getting that early completion bonus.
There were Protectorate forces digging on the other side. They've been dealt with.
That's what it was? We stopped digging because we'd been picking up strange readings and vibrations from the far side. Should've known it was Protectorate. Wait, that means they already dug half the tunnel for me. That bonus is still in reach. That don't change me needing to get the commander's go-ahead to restart the digging. What say you run yourself back to the base and get me the okay? Just down the road. Can't miss it.
Okay.
I assume you've got something important to discuss, or a report to give. I don't have time to waste on idle jawing.
Yeah, there were some Protectorate forces on the far side of the tunnel, but I dealt with them.
That is by far the best news I've heard all day. If you were one of mine, I'd give you a promotion for speeding along my departure from this sad lump of rock they call a moon. I'll send orders to have them finish the tunnel immediately.
Okay. Do I need to go tell them that? It almost looks like it's scowling.
How about I do my job and you do whatever it is you do?
Oh, they already did it.
Mighty glad that's over and done with. Just need to finish reinforcing the tunnel, and I can collect a big fat bit cartridge.
Well, I guess that gives me a shortcut. Assuming there's anything I need to do here. Doesn't seem hostile.
Taking punitive action.
That's not a creature. Now, coming out here, I thought we saw one of those lightning towers. A place that seemed very difficult to get to. Well, and there's this place. Ah, right, the anti-stress chemical factory.
Seems the invaders seek to keep us out. And if they want us out, I want in. My blood boils at the consul's gall. Overtaking the sovereign at this most vulnerable time for the Protectorate. He will pay 1,000 times for this treachery. Any fool enough to stand beside him will fall as well. Justice will spare none. None!
Looks like we're about to have company of the unwanted kind. You've 5 seconds to make plain your intent before I let my boys here pitch some swill at you. 4. Yeah, it will. 3.
Very surprised to fail a speech check. So apparently being here doesn't guarantee I get shot. Just talking to her does. Well, nobody around here seems to have noticed a terribly dangerous creature.
Don't even think about disrupting the marketplace.
It's a marketplace. Well, do we have any more details? Meet Millie Mealing. Oh, that's a free market station. That's totally different. There we go. Just north. I need something faster than this. Bummer.
Commander. I would not refuse assistance.
Commander.
I don't like that weapon at all. Yeah, I think we're back to this.
None shall stand against us!
Either restore my life or avenge my death. I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Auntie's Choice Mineral Gathering Orders. Attention Reconnaissance Marketing Group Gunther. Orders update. We are hereby temporarily attached to Exploration and Exploitation Command and redirected from your standard patrol route. Due to the war, ferrochromium is now in high demand. You will coordinate your pathing to include a cavern system highly likely to contain rich concentrations of raw ferrochromium. As for the reports of escaped raptidons going feral in the area, these have yet to be confirmed, and even if true, should be well within your capacity to handle. In any case, shares of the ferrochromium profits of this expedition will be distributed only to Marketing Group survivors. Remember, ferrochromium is now third on Auntie's top 50 things more important than friendship list. I don't know. Hard to believe 4 pieces of ferrochromium is worth fighting those things. And I have the feeling they'd all agree with me. All right. 3 points. 1 to leadership, of course. Then I added 1 to speech. Okay, that makes sense. We get a perk this time. This seems valuable, especially given that recent flaw that I took. Now we can turn in the bounty at someplace. Right here. Okay. So just go to the terminal itself. Turn in a bounty. $1,500 bets. Pretty good. No other bounties found. Okay, well, there's one. I think this is actually the one that's fine. You already checked him multiple times. Not the friendliest group. Maybe. That's probably where the Mad Queen was. Didn't see a path through.
requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases that ability.
Everything okay, Tristan? Your head appears to be in danger of imploding.
Though it shames me to admit it, I'm still poring over your words from before. You were jesting, yes? About the subject's fear of us arbiters?
No, I wasn't. How can you be so blind to the fact that anyone would be rightly terrified of someone who had the authority to execute them on the spot? For any reason, at any time.
The common subject is expected to have faith in us. And why would they not? No true sovereign-fearing arbiter would ever abuse their power or dole execution out on a whim.
But you could. And no one would or could stop you. And that's more terrifying than I am to people.
I resent the comparison. I shall not stay your execution! act upon them.
Interesting.
Prosecuting visibly.
Restoring crime!
Well, I still don't know what we gain by adding a wall. No idea what I gained by doing that either. Okay, so apparently that's the door. Door is barred shut. Right. Oh, what's going on? My eyes are blurry. Praetor lighting tower operation system. Atmospheric discharge absorption system for this installation inactive. System requires calibration. Tower is requiring calibration 3. Recalibrate tower. Status active. Power from atmospheric discharge is now being routed to grounding station. Great.
I'm feeling a mite conductive at present. The sooner we finish this, the better.
Okay, so apparently... Are we still not done? Okay. That takes care of the one on this region. All right. We are going to head east.
Taking punitive action.
Oh my. Okay, who's... Whoa.
To battle!
Relocate.
Recharge to mayhem! Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Ready to dispense judgment!
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Praetor Lightning Tower Operation System. Atmospheric discharge absorption systems for this installation. Status inactive. Notice system requires calibration. Status active. So now there's only one tower. Oh. So I can still have a critter to take care of.
I shall reduce them to a slurry!
I can't seem to access this one. Okay. Like we need to wrap around here.
I shall not stay your execution.
Oh my.
None shall stand against us.
Let's weapon prime!
Jeez.
I shall reduce them to a slurry. Lethal measures at the ready, Commander.
Well, nice thing about lots of enemies is lots of ammo. Oh, great.
Recharge for mayhem!
No battlefield.
Sorry. You walked in front of a guy who's shooting at bugs. You blame me that you get shot.
Italy!
Stop that.
At your word, I shall charge!
Unfortunately, they never seem to drop rockets. Status inactive. Recalibrate. Active. Well, except for fighting off the million bugs, that was easy enough. Oops. Too much for my soft landing.
By law, you've done it! I cannot lie. My math placed the odds of your survival at 0.00343%, but your reputation indicates that you reliably beat the odds. So why am I surprised? Unfortunately, I am limited in forms of compensation. However, I've refined the schematics so they may be constructed with your own rudimentary tools. I trust that you will find wonderful methods of deployment that will manipulate every equation to your favor.
Thanks. Figured as a reward he'd let me into that terminal. Not that he'd have any particular reason to. Storm 189 damage. Let's see. So that's more than twice what our base grenades do. When used near the storms of Praetor, the effects are greatly amplified. Grenade sticks to targets and intensifies electricity in the area. Okay. So it seems our work on Praetor is done. So where do we leave our ship?